In this video I'm going to show you how to do couching stitch. Now couching stitch is really useful and I find it particularly useful for when I want to do very fluid lines and in particular longhand words. So as you can see in this example here, this is couching stitch. And what it is that it's a continual line, in this case purple, to create the word that is then anchored down using a contrasting colour, in this case green. So to start off with, you need to write your word on your fabric. So I've just done this short word for this example. And obviously it is longhand and it works particularly well for longhand to use couching stitch. And then I'll put the colour of thread that I want as the main colour on my needle and put a knot on the end. And then the first thing you do is bring your needle through the fabric from the back to the front at the very start of your letter, so at the top of the H in this case, and draw that through. You now take it back through at the very end of your word in this case, so I'm taking it back through there. Now that is going to sit quite loose and I'm not going to knot that thread off until the very end, because what you'll do now is you're using your contrasting coloured thread, you're going to place your embroidery thread over those lines and anchor it down using your contrasting thread. So I'm just going to get my contrasting thread, which I've put on my needle, and I've put a knot on the end, and take that through at your first point. So these are creating little bridges across your original blue thread. So I bring my needle through one side and then take it through the other side, so it creates a very small stitch. You see there. Okay, and then a little bit further down I'm going to do the same. So you bring it through one side of the stitch, of the blue thread in this case, and then take it back through on the other side. So that is anchoring your blue thread in place. And I'm going to carry on now until I get to the end in the same way. Now, as you get to the end of your letter, you can start drawing through the excess main thread. So there I've taken it through. Don't pull it through too tightly, otherwise your fabric will pucker. And just do your last few stitches to anchor it in place. And then that's complete, and you can knot your, in this case, yellow thread off at the back, and that is couching stitch.